Wow.
Yeah, SM Bridge.
Melt inside my pocket by NCT Wish.
I got a pocket full of sunshine. I felt it melt, but I know that it's all mine, oh.
Alright folks, you are now reacting to the NCT unit called Wish, which is the Japanese unit from the boy group NCT.
We really are becoming React to the J.
True, but this is also off of their Korean album, so...
React to the JK.
React to the Jungkook.
Yeah.
React to the just kidding.
This is their B-side track, Melt Inside My Pocket, off of their second EP. This song uses the metaphor of melting chocolate to express the anxiety and vulnerability of harboring unspoken feelings for someone.
Oh, okay. It's the worst thing to discover when you get melted chocolate on your pants.
Especially if it's in your back pocket and you're like, I swear I did not poop my pants.
I did not poop my pants.
The lyrics follow the internal struggle of wanting to confess love but hesitating out of fear, holding it in so tightly that it's in danger of disappearing before it's ever shared. As time slips by, the narrator finally, or I mean, I guess in this case, NCT Wish, finally resolves to act, realizing that love kept hidden is love at risk of being lost. The song is composed by Andrew Choi, Jae Song, Rauno, and
Play.
If you're hearing this right now, that means this video isn't monetizable, nor is it sponsored. Instead, this video is brought to you by you, our YouTube members and supporters on Patreon. Patreon and YouTube memberships are how viewers like you can support our team and also gain access to tons of exclusive content.
That was cute, having the riser just up, stop, up.
Thank you so much to all of you who already support us. We really couldn't keep doing this without you. And now, back to the video.
See. Oh wow, this has a lot of views. Let's go.
3, 2, 1.
Wow.
Oh.
I think there's some boots and cats in there.
Ow, wow.
Magic Boy transformation.
Yeah, there it is.
C major.
Whoa.
Ooh, kunk, kunk. You hear that like almost like robotic sound?
Sweet guitar line.
I like the little natural minor riffage going on in there a little bit.
A little moment to simmer before we go into busier instrumental, I'm guessing.
Is this like elevated music?
Yeah.
Triplet.
Okay. Bill.
This bass line is so cool.
Yeah.
Come on, build more.
Whoa, digital.
Whoa.
Wow.
That was an interesting drop.
Yeah, they're leaving out some of these downbeats. It
Nice melody.
There's so many overlapping voices. Whoa.
creates tension in the space.
Wow.
Ooh, echo.
What?
They're really keeping you guessing with the drops
They are.
and delayed drop.
Was that a coin?
I'm a big fan of like coin drop audios
I do like that synth.
in both pop and art music. So many sounds, nice.
the classic clubby beat.
on the one?
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, like this is great.
This is so good.
It's like borderline halftime feel, but it doesn't. It's like
Because it's just,
it wants to be halftime, but it's not quite.
just like how you want to confess, but not quite.
It melted differently this time.
Cool.
Into the new world?
Dreamy bridge time. Wow.
Yeah, SM Bridge.
Wow, stacking the thirds.
Wow.
Classic.
I love this bass line.
Yeah.
Why are they underwater now?
I didn't expect any of that. That's cool.
That's cool.
That was
Filter
nice.
effect.
Nice lead-in back to the fuller instrumental.
They keep bringing back that motif. Bum, 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 bum.
This chorus is kind of fire. Yeah, I got a fire.
It's so catchy.
J.
Yeah, it's very J.
Whew, they got pipes.
Yeah, you can imagine the light stick.
Nice vocals.
This is also like a hard song to sing.
This would go hard with like lasers. Oh.
Okay. That was a lot. That was a lot to take in.
That's how you end a song.
Wow, wow.
That was a good chorus.
That was a good chorus. That was a pretty sick song.
Yeah,
pretty
really
sick,
sick song.
actually. So many cool production moments.
Cool ending. Boom, boom.
It was cool.
2 thumbs up.
I really like it. Wow. There's so much going on in the texture. Like, I feel like the visual really accompanied it well as I was listening.
Yeah, it's very messy and like noisy.
Noisy, glittery. There's a lot of different synths that are going like.
Glittery especially.
Yeah, right? Glitter, because there's some angularity to the sound. They feel like small enough instances, like density-wise, that it doesn't feel like abrasive, you know? They just kind of come in and out, and you're like, oh, that's nice, that's nice.
I feel like this is a song that you can make like as complex or simple as you want, because listening to the vocals, I felt very at ease. I felt like they're floating easily over everything else. Very satisfying rhythmic cadences in the vocals. And then when you pay attention to the instrumental, it's like, and so like, depending on what you listen to, it can be like a different kind of experience. Literally just in the first few seconds, you can kind of tell what character this song is going to have.
Wait, I wish they went like full out J-rock a little bit. I want to hear it mixed a little bit more to the guitars.
The boom boom is such like, you know, it's like the at the beginning there's like all these like electric guitars and it's like, ooh, is this a borderline rock song? I did not have any of that. But I like the pre-chorus a lot, I like the chorus a lot, I like the bridge a lot, I liked all the modal mixture.
A lot of like rock influence in there. They threw in some like other, you know, more with the build up and everything.
Was
and
there
all
a
that.
single guitar though?
There was, I think. Was there?
Oh, wait.
I mean, it's probably a keyboard, but
I don't know. I think that might be guitar.
I mean,
so you got that cool minor pentatonic thing.
It might as well be a guitar, right?
Let's say guitar approved.
That was backwards, but okay.
Guitar approved.
There we go.
It's so busy, it's hard to like really tell to my ears. Yeah, it's just a fun, super energetic, glitchy electronic pop song.
It's hype.
It's hype, yeah.
It almost reminds me of the opening of Neo Culture Technology. NCT Dream, boom, 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 boom. Scratch that glitch mode. We got there. Sorry. Like the start of this kind of gives glitch mode, and then it does beatbox, and then we go into NCT Wish World. Scratch that, bring it back. Oh, okay.
Yeah, you're right. Like it does get like the weird sound design and then like the kind of rock instrumentation.
When it comes to this song, I believe it is our brains melting inside their pockets. Because the producers and songwriters in NT-Wish be big brain in us.
There's like rock textures and synthy textures, like really abrasive. They had this metallic and or digital thing right at the beginning.
Oh yeah,
it's like either a startup or it's just like metal.
When you're in an arcade.
Arcade
noises.
Yeah, arcade noises.
There's a lot of like spots where they layer like the instruments on top of each other. Like I heard a lot of like wood blocky sounds, clave sounds on top of the drum fills. Like it was just for the fill stuff, or like the like retro-y like robotic noises. There's a lot of cool like hidden stuff like that. But I think you really have to be listening for that. It's not really super high in the mix. It's really hard to hear. So, but a lot of those moments did catch my ear.
They gave you a little taste of everything.
Oh.
It's like,
this
is omakase.
Oh, like multiple course food.
Multiple course, but you don't get too much.
Yeah.
I feel like the chorus drop, it's kind of unsettling because you want it to be like, yes, and it's like boom, boom.
Confident and it's like arrival, but it's not, but you're just sort of like, whoa, what?
Yeah.
Huh? But it makes sense, but it's like, it's not what you expect, because you would expect a drop to be like, you leave out a beat and then you go in immediately, but it was like a solid, like at least 2 measures. of
Bum,
like
bum, 3, 4.
Bum,
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 3, 4.
boom,
1, 2,
boom,
3,
boom,
4.
boom, 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 boom.
Because rhythmically, sometimes rock is just like straight bum, 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 bum. But here we've got some instance of that, some instance of bum, 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 and then the next verse there, bum, 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 bum. And then it becomes so fun because you're like, okay, which one are they gonna do?
Yeah, little rhythmic fake out.
I think the only thing I'm not a big fan of here, I don't like the like super build up, like
Yeah,
there's
that's
like a
fair.
song, like it feels very like played out and clubby. Not that there's anything wrong with clubby.
But then they kind of subvert it by having boom, boom.
Then the chorus does
Bum,
subvert.
bum.
The chorus stays because like bump, bump, no snare, don't snare, and then it comes in. Like it's super cool. I like that a lot.
Kind of like you reach into your pocket thinking you're gonna grab something and it melted.
It's melted.
That's not what you expected.
We got immediately mode mixture already.
Major?
It's in C minor, which is, I think, sort of dark, but then when you add the top, it kind of opens up a little bit. This is all in the C minor area. But then when we have this B natural up here, it gets brighter because of that inclusion of this B natural.
To me, it kind of sounds like a little like resigned, like, and I feel like when it has the crunchy chord that you're like, then it's kind of more back into it like a little bit. And then like off of that one, the rhythmic stuff picks up as well. So I feel like it has the...
There's momentum.
Yeah.
Somewhere.
You know, I said this was overall in C major. The verses were in C major, but the chorus is overall pretty solidly in minor, which is actually an interesting switch up because normally things start minor and then go major in the chorus, but this is a very minor chorus.
So I'm just gonna say, like, for the sake of argument, the producers were like, let's write it in minor, but every time you hear a 3, make it make it an E natural.
So basically, mixo flat 6, minor major 3.
Yeah, but they don't want it to be mixed.
Okay.
Hey producers, did you write it in minor with a major 3 or did you write it in mixo?
They probably just
flat
wrote in
6?
whatever sounds cool.
So it's pretty basic, building walks.
Oh, there's like a next chord coming. Yeah. That's it. The counter line is nice.
Modal mixture, it's going into the key of C flat. C flat's just easier because we're in a flat key originally. So, and everything's kind of pretty, like, you know, this is like, oh, simple. And then that's why, it's something that occurs in a lot of pop songs and songs of all genres, but the intent, that just like, we're gonna pull the rug at that moment is really, it's really well timed.
Curious.
That sounds like La La Land. No.
That.
I think it's a G flat major. I think it's like both of them are basically just taking a minor chord and then keeping the third the same and moving the root and fifth down so it becomes a major chord. May go some other places on the way there, but I think this bit is basically... And then this... So, hold the third the same.
Yeah.
Basically, yeah, similar move just at 2 different positions.
And that's why it's so satisfying. It doesn't feel repetitive because it is changing harmony, but it's the same idea twice.
The harmony and the bridge are like, it's using chords that are very far out from what we would expect diatonically, except for like this A flat major, which kind of sets that thing into motion, but then they go down chromatically, A flat major, G minor, still diatonic. The moment we reach this like this sweet, sexy, spicy chord,
I love it so much.
it's really cool.
And it's so cool because it's a tritone away from tonic. That sound really bad, right? So
Yeah,
basically,
yeah.
it's like very far away from home key.
Circle of fifths is what we use to like describe the relationship between harmonies. This is on the complete opposite side of the circle to this. It's moving so far away, but then tying it into chords that are like very close in relationship. So like this B flat major tonality is the flat 7 of this. So like we were talking about how this open-ended sort of quality, still major, but can resolve here because of that. That flat 7 really wants to go here. There's like tension, but not really.
Tension, but not really.
Tension,
TM.
but not really, yeah. TM.
That's what this song emotionally is about.
It's long form tension too. So like you're still feeling good in the moment. It's long form tension. Moving here, and then you need to find a way back. So cool.
I don't know if it was all the choruses, but going into one of the choruses, they did a thing where they were in a compound meter, then they built up the intensity in that compound meter, and then used a switch into a singular meter with a 16th note subdivision instead of a triplet subdivision to make it so that the rhythm felt like it sped up or was going faster, but the beat stayed the same.
Almost hurts a like.
Maybe that was it. Yeah, so that metric cello, that is kind of a metric cello. It starts with and then it goes into some subdivided hair to 16th notes to kind of push the big rhythm, the beat rhythm for faster, and then it condenses into straight 16th notes and it accelerates you forward. It's pretty cool.
It goes between instruments.
Yeah.
Like it starts off with the voice being in chord note triplets, and then the voice is outlining like 16th notes in half, or I guess it would be 8th notes in halftime if we're thinking about it in halftime. 8th notes in halftime with the the little like embellishment. But then that stays the same, that subdivision stays the same, and then it gets quicker in the drums.
Yeah.
Then the drums do like 6 tuplets into 30-second notes or something like that. So it's like if the rhythm is continually getting smaller.
It's like a 2T
smaller,
like metric cello.
Yeah, it's moving. Like it starts off with the voice and then goes to the drums.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's really great because the pre-chorus before it is so repetitive and then she uses the same melodic cell. But then that is so great.
Yes.
It's also pretty big. Like that melodic. Wait, do that one more time.
That's interesting. This doesn't get sung much.
Doesn't it skip that? No, it doesn't.
No, it doesn't. It's like a Phrygian sort of scale, but it's not because that's not the tonic. It's just 5, 6, 7, 1, 2. It feels really round and kind of. Oh, what's the feeling? Effervescent. Oh, then they skip it.
That's great. That's such a pretty melody.
And they do that range well. Like if you have singers that don't give it the color that it needs, then it's not going to sound as good either.
Well, just like it was a very Kenzie melody, like it was wide ranging.
But it wasn't necessarily as start and stop as the production.
Which I think worked well to have the contrast there.
No, okay. Yeah. The synth kind of goes like woo, 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 to imitate the ooh, woo, woo. But they have the same melody as before, but instead of saying ooh, which is a really smooth ascent, they have lyrics to it. So it sounds different. That's a really fun melody.
Yes. Lots of sounds.
I think just formally it was just a lot to take in, I think. Because I think they were playing with a lot of different dichotomies of things, like with like the major minor and then the different like beats and the rhythms. Yeah. But it's vibes, but I think it also kind of contributes to the message.
I didn't even know there
perhaps.
was an NCT Wish.
You're still hung up about that there's an NCT Wish exists.
Where have they been how long have they been around?
No, they did debut in February of 2024.
Yeah, it was pretty recent.
Okay, so give me a second.
You had over a year.
It was pretty recent.
Great melody.
Really should have been the title track. Like this is a way more title track suited song than Pop Pop.
Who else votes? Melt Inside My Pocket title track. Can we get a comment down below? See how many people agree or disagree. You're welcome to disagree. Woo! NCT's back! Nice chromatic, starting off with a chromatic melody. And some major mixture. Ooh, it's detuned.
Yeah. Ooh.
Are these shoes?
Yep.
They're having a little.
What are those?
Shoes? Yeah, they're all wearing the.
No, I
like,
know.
like the little.
What are those?